Hello, my name is Darrin Johnson. I am the creator of the Knowledge is Power strategy, and in this video I wanted to show you what my strategy is on making money on the internet and what I do to fuel my business perpetually, to generate traffic, to go through all the necessary steps and processes to continue to build money from multiple sources of income. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my flow chart here and explain each component here. Now you can obviously read it for yourself, but I wanted to dive into each component exclusively so that I can show you exactly how that works for me. So just before I get started, a little bit of background. I started online about 2013, and the reason I looked towards the internet to make money was because I was sitting at an end of the year staff meeting, and our administrators told us that our funding for my program was going to be cut in half. And what that meant for me was half of us staff members were not going to be returning in August to our positions because we were going on summer break. I work for the school district. And so that whole summer I had to decide whether or not I was going to stay on with the district in the hopes that they asked me to come back or try to find another job. Now, that brought me a lot of anxiety and a lot of pain to my family because we had just bought our home a year before, and I couldn't afford not to have this job because then I wouldn't be able to pay my mortgage and I would lose my house. So that summer I was very, very anxious, and I decided to go online and see what I could find out in terms of how I could build my own business so that I would be in charge of my own financial fate. And so I did my due diligence and research online, and I basically met a lot of mentors and saw a lot of different programs. And, you know, back then when I got started, most of the good information that was being offered were programs where you'd have to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars to go to seminars or webinars or to have access to trainings. And then what I found was a lot of those programs were offering outdated information that maybe worked 6 months or a year ago, but didn't necessarily work when they were selling it. And I quickly figured out that what they were doing was they were using those techniques for themselves back when they were fresh and they were working. But then when they stopped working, they monetized it and sold it to the rest of us because we didn't know any better just coming online. So after going through a bunch of programs like that, I finally came across a couple of honest mentors who showed me the real strategies on how to make money on the internet. And so what I did over time is I took bits and pieces from each one of those mentors, and I combined them into what now I call the Knowledge is Power strategy, and that's what I want to share with you now. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm using a company called USI Tech, and the reason I selected them was because this company is a Bitcoin multiplier. Now, if you don't know anything about Bitcoin, basically what happens is Bitcoin is rising in value, consistently. And so what I've done is I've acquired Bitcoin online, and so what I did was I started buying these Bitcoin packages through this company called USI Tech, and in so doing I came along with a strategy on how I could combine my income sources and how I could use that to fuel the rest of my business. So this is what I do. I'm building up my USI Tech Bitcoin packages. Right now I'm at 53. My recommendation is that you build them up anywhere between 25 and 125. And the reason I cap it at 125 is you don't want to invest too much money in one program just in case something happens. You know, you want to kind of hedge your income and hedge your businesses so that they will all kind of feed each other. And if something should happen to one business, you'd still have other sources of income to sustain you. So that's why I cap it at 125. And for the Knowledge is Power strategy, you really don't need to go over 125. You can if you want to, but that would be your choice if you want to continue to make more money on your Bitcoin. But for the purposes of this strategy, I cap it at 125. And so then what you do is you want to withdraw half of what you make in USI Tech. Now again, every day you're getting paid based upon your 1% of your based upon the Bitcoins that you are buying they're gonna pay you at around 1% per day. Now that fluctuates depending on the price of Bitcoin and depending on the company's trading and mining and so forth. So I take 50% of that and I use that to promote my USI Tech funnel. Now this funnel is a funnel that I'm actually going to be giving you if you decide that this is a strategy you'd like to follow. But what I do is I promote that funnel using something called Facebook ads. And I take, again, the 50% profit and I use that to promote this funnel, this USI Tech funnel. And I use Facebook ads to promote that funnel. And the reason I use Facebook ads is because I'm actually working with a Facebook marketer, professional Facebook marketer, who has shown me exactly how to monetize Facebook in a way that actually yields results. And so I've had great success doing that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pause the video and flip over there and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm in the back office of my Facebook fan page, Knowledge is Power, and I wanted to show you how I'm able to use Facebook ads to generate engagement. Now, this is one ad that I ran, and you can see this is an ad I ran back on May 9th, and this was the engagement that I received from that ad. I've got 30,550 people who I was able to reach with my ad, and you can see 13,388 of that was organic traffic. And what that means is those are people who found my ad because other people shared my ad, or they found me on the internet because of the high level of engagement this ad received. And then the 17,162 were people that I actually paid to reach. So you can see that from that ad I had 111 shares and over 421 other people have engaged on that ad. And I had 468 comments on the ad. So you can see that what I'm doing is working to generate a lot of buzz. And let's see, here's another ad that I ran. Once it populates, let's see. Right here, I ran this ad. And again, 47,115 people reached. Of that, 11,664 was organic. This was the very first ad that I ran, so I got better as I continued to progress. 115 shares, and over 1,600 people actually engaged on this ad. And I had 245 comments. So again, you can see that what I'm doing is actually working and is effective to promote my business on Facebook, and I can show you exactly how to do that for yourself. So now I'm going to go back over to our flowchart here, and we'll pick up where we left off. So that's this part right here. I use my funds to promote my Facebook. I use Facebook ads to promote my funnel. And what I do is I build an email list through a capture page, and again, you're going to have access to this as well. And we're going to get you actual choices of capture pages, if you will. But what you're going to do is you're going to build an email list, and on that email list, you're also going to add people who engage on your Facebook ad. You're going to add those people to your Facebook fan page. And again, the gentleman that I work with will design a Facebook fan page for you if you find that you are in need or you don't know how to do that. So we got you covered there as well. And then what you want to do is you want to invite those people to a Facebook group. Now, this can happen later on in your marketing. You don't have to worry about that right now. It would be enough for you to start just to send those people to your Facebook fan page. And the reason why you want to do that is you want to have a captive audience that you can reach, that will see your videos, and I'll get to that in just a second. So you're going to send emails that I give you via your autoresponder that you're going to actually get through Power Lead System. Now, Power Lead System, you're going to actually find once you go through this funnel, this USI Tech funnel. Power Lead system will be included in that funnel, and the videos in there will explain to you the importance of that. But basically, that's your marketing system, that's your capture pages, that's your autoresponder. That's the engine that makes the whole business go if you're new to online marketing. Okay, so you're gonna within your Power Lead system, you're gonna have access to emails that I'm gonna make sure you have that access. You're gonna send those emails out to everyone who opts in to your Facebook ad. They'll go through your capture page. You'll have their email. You're going to send them those emails out. And then you're also going to shoot videos. You can shoot YouTube videos. This is over here. Or you can write blog posts, and you're going to post them on your Facebook fan page. And you're going to also broadcast your video out to your email list. Now, what this does is this allows you to capture them one or two ways. You can either capture them on Facebook, or you can capture them via email. So it increases the likelihood that you're going to get engagement because you're reaching out to them two different ways. Okay, and then what you're going to discuss is you're going to discuss proof, progress, and results. You're going to discuss your story, why you got online, what's inspiring you, what's motivating you. Okay. And then you're also going to talk about what you're learning. And you can shoot like a video a day, a video a week, whatever you feel comfortable, or you can write a blog post a day, a week, a couple of days, whatever. Just be consistent in your pattern. So if you decide to do it once a week on a Saturday, be sure you do it once a week on a Saturday, because what that's going to do is that's going to get people used to expecting your content coming out on a specific day. Okay, kind of like a television show. And then, as I mentioned, you're going to create a Facebook group post, a Facebook group, and you're going to post there as well. But again, that's later on down the road. We could talk about when it's appropriate time for you to open up a Facebook group. If you're, not really sure how to do it, or you don't want to do it right away, you don't have to. This is enough. What I'm telling you right now is enough to get you off and running. So don't worry about that. That can come later. Okay, so that's these two. Okay, and then this is what I do. And this is optional step. You can set aside funds to pay for your Power Lead system monthly fee and your MSG Hero monthly fee. Now, MSG Hero is a program that will actually respond to your Facebook message. So if you recall on my Facebook page here, I'll show you what that looks like. People will respond. You want people, see right here, I actually said, please reply how, and so what happens is people who want more information, this is called an engagement ad. They'll reply how, and then when they type in how or any word or any comment, basically, my MSG Hero program will automatically send them will automatically send them an auto message, and that auto message will say something like, thank you for responding to my ad, here's the information you requested. And then within that message we'll have the link that will actually take people to my capture page and to my funnel, and that's where this whole thing starts to take off. Okay, so what I do is I take my money that I make, and I actually do Uber driving to generate money to feed my business. And what I do, and again, this is optional, maybe you may have money set aside, you won't have to do this, or maybe you have another part-time job, or you could take a piece of your full-time job and take a piece of your income from those sources and follow this plan as well. It's totally up to you. But what I do is I take 30% of the money that I make doing my Uber driving, and I put that into my business, and that pays for my Power Lead system and my MSG Hero monthly fees. Okay, and it's not that much. It's maybe like combined, probably you're looking at maybe $100 for both systems. Okay, so I make more than that driving part-time for Uber. I could easily put it per month. These fees are per month, so I easily put that aside. Okay, and then 70% of the money that I make, I put back into my pocket, into my household. I pay bills with, whatever I need to do with that money is what I do. So 30% goes to fuel this engine, and 70% goes towards my bills. Okay, and so then what you want to do is you take that 30% that you have set aside from whatever source you're going to get it from, and you want to turn that into Bitcoin. And the way you do that is by creating a Coinbase account. And the reason why I do that, now actually you don't have to turn it into Bitcoin, but I do, and there's a very specific reasons why I do that. The number one reason I do that is, like I said, Bitcoin is increasing in price. So if I can take my 30% and put it in a vehicle where it sits in Bitcoin and Bitcoin rises, then that's just more money that I'm accruing from my 30%. So that's why I do that. And so I send it to my Coinbase account, and there'll be other videos about Coinbase on my Knowledge is Power fan page as well as in my group. But the reason I do that again is I can actually take my money from my bank account and buy Bitcoin through Coinbase. Okay, so with that said, let me just scroll down here. You can actually acquire a Shift card, which is it's like a debit card, if you will. And it's only $10 at one time, and you can use that as a debit card to pay for your Power Lead system and MSG Hero fees. Okay, so you have a debit card through your Coinbase, which is Bitcoin, which is increasing in value, and that's something that you can use monthly to pay for your fee, as well as to benefit from the increase in Bitcoin. Okay. And so then the final step is I use the profits that I make from doing all of this work, and I use that to build my multiple income streams and to build my USI Tech Bitcoin packages up here. Okay. And so I want to talk a little bit about those income streams when I say add more income streams, because the Knowledge is Power strategy, basically what it's going to do for you is it's going to create multiple streams of income without you having to come out of pocket to buy a bunch of programs. Now, today I did a webinar with a few of my friends, and we talked about being overwhelmed and what it means to have access to so much information that you're not really sure where to go. And there's so many people pulling you in so many different directions and offering to sell you this, that, and the other, that this is an excellent way to streamline anything that you need to run your multiple businesses without having to get distracted. It allows you to put blinders on and to just stay focused in one specific pattern and one specific plan. Okay. So these are the income sources that I currently have working in my Knowledge is Power strategy, I have my USI Tech program, okay, and that pays me 10% commissions on anyone who buys a Bitcoin package. I get 10% commission, plus the compounding of Bitcoin, okay. So I'm not going to go into details about USI Tech. There are videos in my funnel will do that for you, but that's one source of income. Again, I mentioned the increase in Bitcoin. That's a second source of income. Facebook ads. Now, the Facebook ad program that I run that I showed you before actually pays me $100 per month for everybody who follows my strategy and who goes through promoting their business through Facebook ads the way that I do. Power Lead system. That's going to give me residual commissions from anyone who, again, follows the strategy and uses the Power Lead system to access the free emails that I have for you and the capture pages and the sales pages and the exact funnel that you're going through that I'm offering you. I get that actually is being housed at Power Lead system. So when people join Power Lead system to access this information and these tools, I get a commission on that. Plus, within this funnel that talks about USI Tech, there are also upsells. So, if people engage in those upsells, I get paid from that as well. So you want to teach your people to go through the Knowledge is Power strategy and to maximize all of their income positions by, taking the money that they're making their profits and going through the upsells, because you get commissions on these upsells, but you have to own them first. And if you don't own them and someone comes in after you, and because I own them, I'll get the commission over you. So it'll jump you and go to me. And you don't want that to happen, because then you get an email from the company saying, hey, you just missed out on a $100 commission or a $400 commission because you didn't own the product, and it bounced up to the next person who did own the product. And that actually sucks, okay? So you don't want that. So anyway, how that benefits you is now you have an opportunity to make even more commissions from Power Lead system. Not only residual, but you get one-time commissions for anyone who goes through the upsells if you're positioned to take advantage of that by owning those products yourself. And if you follow the knowledge is power strategy, you don't have to worry about coming out of pocket for those upsells. You just take the profits that you make from this process and you use that to build your business higher and higher levels, okay? So that's that. Future Ad Pro, again, I get 10% commissions from that for anyone who follows this plan. You're gonna, I talked about offering you other business income opportunities. One of them is called the Yellow Brick Road. Within the Yellow Brick Road, we have Future Ad Pro. We also have Power Lead System, so you'll get kind of a 2-for-1 deal. If you have Power Lead System, you can benefit from owning the Yellow Brick Road system, as well as the Knowledge is Power strategy and the USI Tech funnel system you're going through right now. Or, you would go through if you went through the funnel. Okay, and so there's the Future Ad Pro, that's 10% as I mentioned. And then the last one, the last major piece, this is sort of a back-end product that I have, is called Pure Profit Pro. Now you can make commissions of $250, $500, or $1,000. This is my big ticket item, okay? And you get commissions plus pass-ups on that. So again, as you're building this funnel out and you're going through the strategies and you're building up your incomes with your USI Tech ad packs, not ad packs, Bitcoin packs, and you're maximizing, you're getting signups, you're getting commissions, you're getting income. You're going to use that income to build up more income streams, and when that last final income stream piece is Pure Profit Pro. Now, Pure Profit Pro is a real good piece to have in your arsenal because of the high payouts that it gives you. You position yourself at the highest level, which is $1,000, and anyone that comes through after you and goes through this process and they buy, you get commissions of either, depending on what level they come in, $250, $500, or $1,000, okay? And all that money can either go into your pocket, or you can continue to crank out this machine even harder and even more aggressively by bumping up your Facebook ad funds, okay, so that you reach even more people, or buying more USI Tech so you can benefit from the value of Bitcoin as well. Or you could just take it and take all the money that you're making in the system and put it in your pocket, do whatever you want to do with it. But you can see you have many options. Now, the last two, Udemy Solo Ads and Global Moneyline, I added that because they are indeed part of the Knowledge is Power strategy through the USI Tech funnel. However, I don't really focus too much on those because the commissions are a lot smaller there. But you do get kickbacks for anyone who decides to buy a solo ad through Udemy, or takes advantage of Global Moneyline for a way to show their business there as well. Okay, and again, that'll all be explained within the USI Tech sales funnel. So to end on this note, I want to say, when you're trying to build businesses online, the most important thing is to keep it simple. Now, I gave you a lot of information in this Knowledge is Power strategy, but really all you need to focus on right now is your USI Tech sales funnel. Get your USI Tech set up and build up your Facebook, your USI Tech Bitcoin packages to 25. Start there. Then once you get to 25, you start this process here. And as you get more money, either here through your part-time income, or your full-time, or percentage of your full-time income, or wherever you want to get the money from, then you build up more USI Tech packages. If you start there, the rest of this just kind of flows naturally, okay? And it's as simple as that. And then once you get up to 125, then that's when you want to start looking to add other streams of income and get it paid for through your USI Tech, okay? Not out of your pocket, but through your USI Tech. That's the benefit of the Knowledge is Power strategy, is you don't have to come out of pocket for every program that you add to your business, okay? It's paid for through here, okay? And again, you just want to continue this process, build up your ad packs, and then you add the income streams. And the income streams would be your Facebook ads. You want to position yourself there. If you're taking advantage of this, you're already running your Facebook ad, and that makes you an automatic affiliate of that program, so you can get $100 to anyone you show this video to who decides that they're going to use that to promote their business like I'm doing. And then your power lead system, you get a benefit from that as well. Okay, that actually comes through your USI Tech funnel. And so you can see that the programs, they kind of add themselves naturally, all right? And then, you know, once you're comfortable and you want to add more income pieces, you can through your Future Ad Pro and your Pure Profit Pro, okay? So that's my knowledge is power strategy. I know this is kind of a long video. I had a lot of information to go through, but this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm committed to. This is my strategy. This is what I'm going to be using to build my businesses. I'm going to shoot more videos talking about my progress and how I'm doing. But I've already started with my USI Tech. As I mentioned, I've got 53 at Facebook. I keep saying Facebook. I have 53 USI Tech Bitcoin packages already going, and I'm going to be adding more. And I'm going to be my next step is my Facebook ads. Okay, I've already ran 2. I'm about to start up a 3rd one, and this one I'm going to keep it running perpetually, because now that I have this power strategy in place, I know where the money's coming from to run my ads. Okay, and that's only going to increase my signups, which increases my business, which increases my income, which allows me to crank this machine even harder and faster, and just benefit from doing that. Okay, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on my Knowledge is Power Facebook fan page or in my Knowledge is Power Facebook group. And until then, I will see you in another video, and have a great